what's going on, guys? Jaxx the Bearded Hiker here. Today we're going to be talking about my new cook kit that I just bought for 2017, and that would be this one. This would be my old cook kit. That being said, I'm still going to use both of these cook kits. It just depends on the situation that I'm in or how ultralight I want to go. Honestly, the new cook kit weighs slightly more than my old cook kit. Now, the reason why I bought this one is because this one will not only burn for alcohol, but it will burn for esbit. Okay, so let's talk about my old one first. This one really only is set up for esbit. Now that's say that you couldn't make some modifications and make it burn alcohol, but the setup would change slightly. But I can tell you right now, with the stuff sack and all this, and I'll do some close-up later, but everything that you see here and everything inside here is exactly 5 ounces. Okay, so we got the stuff sack. All right. First of all, before I get into this, I want to tell you, this is the 550 milliliter titanium TOAKS esbit cook kit. All right, so I got a part of a sponge in here. I have 2 esbit tabs, the pot stand, the pink lighter to show my manliness, and then we have in here a windscreen, and then also titanium bottom dealio that goes on there like that. Okay, if you're looking for a cook kit that has graduation lines on it, on the sides or in, this is not the cook kit for you because it doesn't have that. But really, you don't need it because it will hold 2 cups of water. So, I mean, if you fill it halfway up, you know you're at the 1 cup mark, and it actually, the water comes to just below maybe I don't know, I'm gonna say a ½ an inch or so below the rim there. So it's pretty easy. You don't really need those graduation lines. Now, I will say this too, I'm not saying you cannot cook in this, okay? But it would be very hard to get ramen noodles in here and your water and all that in here. So this is mainly going to be a boiling water, and then pour the boiling water off into, either a meal, a dehydrated meal that you have, or, a Ziploc bag or something to that effect. Okay, so let's move on to this other one. Okay, so this is my double duty dealio. Okay, this is the same pot, but it's modified. It's a 550 milliliter TOAKS pot. Okay, this, by the way, this little piece of trash here is going in the trash because this thing weighs like, I don't know, I think it's something like 0.4 ounces. It's, in my opinion, it's just way too heavy. They really failed on when they did that. So I'll basically be switching to this Cuban fiber stuff sack, which is like 0.1 ounce. Okay, so what is different about this pot is, if you notice, hopefully you can see that, but it has a rolled line, and that's so this can actually sit inside a Caldera Cone. Now, Zelph did the modifications on this, Zelph stoves. I'll put a link in the description. And I guess I'm not sure about this, but I believe that Zelph stoves and Trail Designs got together and came up with this scenario. Now, if you order this today, which is not quite 2017 yet, it's the end of November, he's going to start supposedly making these in January again, or modifying these. All right, so anyway, let's take a look inside. The first thing you got in here is the extra small Caldera Cone, not the large one. Now, I have the large one, and there's a considerable difference. And it's encased in this little Tyvek pouch here. and it just unrolls and fits in there like this. And the way this works is, this is the alcohol portion of it. It's a Starlyte stove by Zelph. That basically just goes down in there like that, and you put your water in your pot, and this just sits in there like that, and you are ready to go. And this modified roll is what holds the pot at the distance that you need off the alcohol. Now, let's say that I want to do esbit. This is very light, and I'm gonna give you weights on this. Go esbit, you just put that down in there like this, put your esbit little carrier there, and boom, you're off to the races again. If I plan on doing a lot of cooking or something in my pot, I'm probably gonna either bring my hillbilly pot or I'm gonna bring my mini-mo. Most of the time you will see me carrying this. Okay, so let's get some weights on this stuff. Alright guys, so let's take a look at this old, or what I consider right now old cook pot. Anyway, it's got all the stuff in there. It's got the sponge, it's got the two esbit tabs and whatnot, just like I took it out before, and we should be looking at roughly about 5 ounces. And we are right 5 ounces on the money. And if y'all are curious, let's take the sponge and the esbits out and give it a little weight. After I'm looking upside down, so 3.9 ounces for that, okay? Here is the other stove. It's got the Caldera Cone in there and the Starlyte stove in there, and we are looking at 3.7 ounces. And if you wanted to do the double duty, just add the esbit on there, and that'll take us to, what is that, 3.7 we were on, and still 3.7. So I mean, I was just telling you, this is super light. And if you want to put this piece of trash on there and all of that, just how I got it, 4.1 ounces. So still both super light, guys. So I want to thank you guys for coming along with me today and checking out my cook kit. I'm going to leave a link to both Zelph and Trail Designs in the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave me a comment. I'll try to answer it best I can. Go check out these websites. You can put this kit together, and the 550 milliliter TOAKS Trail Design Zelph Stove Cook Kit. Nowhere.